Hello, okay, we are back here at my eBay workbench. It's Friday night, May 30th. First, before we do anything, let's get this tally board updated before I forget. So yesterday we had 3 sales. I'm gonna mark that off here, 1, 2, 3. And we're just keeping track of which days of the week get the most sales. I'm going to do that for another couple of months and see which day comes out ahead. So yeah, tonight we have 3 orders to pack. I started flooding my shop with inventory in the last couple of days, trying to hopefully boost sales before the end of the month, because I have a goal for May that I'm trying to reach, and I'm only a couple $100 away, less than a couple $100. After tonight, we'll see exactly how close we are. I think it's probably going to be maybe $80. I don't know. We'll see. I have 2 sales in limbo right now. Two sales where I accepted an offer that a buyer sent. One was for a lava lamp that I think I had listed like $40, and somebody sent me an offer of $33. It only had been listed for about an hour, so I wasn't really keen on taking that offer, but I am trying to get these sales in before the end of the month. So I did accept the offer. I never got payment. I looked into that a little bit, and I could see that the buyer, there's some trouble with their payment. So probably their credit card doesn't work. This morning, I got another sale for $300, which would definitely put me over the top. Again, they sent an offer and I accepted it, and then they have just not paid for it. So I think this is an international buyer. I don't know, eBay has slightly different rules for American buyers and international. I really don't think they're going to pay for it, and in a few days I'll just have to cancel the order. So for now, that's where we are. I've just been loading my shop up. I figured, like, if I can, I've got 2 or 3, it's been for the past 2 or 3 days. It's like, if I can really just fill up my shop with as much inventory as possible. So I've been putting a lot of effort into getting listings together and photos and getting those new items posted. So I think just in the last 3 days, I've listed 40 to 50 items. It doesn't seem like it's working. As I said, I just have 3 sales today. So this isn't the most exciting day of packing, but we're going to do it. We got to do it. And then we'll see at the end of the video, we'll see how much money we made today. So hang on for that, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've pulled all these orders already, or most of them. I've pulled 2 of the 3. The other one's going to be down here in a tote. But this is going to be the first one. It's an RFID scanner this came from a public library. I got 3 or 4 of these for about $30 each from a surplus auction. I plugged it in, charged these batteries, got it all set up. It was running just fine. So I think the buyer for this is a museum. So I don't know what they use it for, and they might have a library in the museum that they scan barcodes for. There could be any reason why people scan barcodes. I don't know. This bubble wrap, I don't know if you can see this. The bubbles are heart-shaped. Can you tell? This is kind of cute. I don't know where this came from. I just picked up a box. This box, I was getting ready to ship this, and this little bit of roll of bubble wrap was in there. So I couldn't even begin to guess who produces heart-shaped bubble wrap. Doesn't have any perforations to cut it down to size. So I was going to use it right now, but maybe I'll just use some of mine. Some of the stuff I buy. I want to just fill this cavity a little bit. There's all this foam in here, and everything is going to be fine, but it doesn't hurt to be a little bit extra cautious. Okay, so I bought this for about $32, I think. I think I have 3. There could be 4. I can't remember for sure. Okay, I paid $31 for this. When? February 17th. And I sold this one today for $85. The other two are still in the garage, 2 or 3. I can't remember. So with that kind of a cost of goods, $30, this isn't going to be a huge profit. I think by the time we're done, we're probably going to make $40 on this, or somewhere around there. So this box is just a tiny bit too tall. And I mean, this is already in this case, so I'm not super worried about it getting banged up in shipping. But I do want to fill as much of this cavity, this void at the top as I can. And I'm just going to use some random stuff that I have here. All the sort of extra paper and padding and other stuff that's sitting around to fill this up. And then before I close it, I'm going to put this piece of cardboard on the top because these flaps are so short. I don't trust it will get where it's going without a little extra on the top. So put that in, and then I'm going to tape these down. And this is probably unnecessary. In reality, I probably could just put a label right directly on that case and ship it that way. That's what those cases are meant for, to protect these things. But that would not be the right way to do it. I remember years ago when I was a child, my friend's mom had a coconut in the living room. And somebody had gone on vacation and just written her address. They went to Hawaii. They got a coconut somewhere and just wrote her address right on the coconut and sent it through the mail. So I don't know if you could do that today, but back in those days, you could put anything through the mail. Okay, closed. This box is just about as close to the exact right size for this thing as I could hope for without making it myself. I think it'll do just fine in the mail. I'm not sure where it's going, how far. Pennsylvania. So I think it's going to a museum. It might be, honestly, I'm looking at it now and I'm not sure if it is a museum. I'm not going to say the name of the company or the business or the museum or whatever it is. But I wish they needed a couple more because I could sell them all to one place. That would be good. Okay. These flaps on this kind of box are glued. And I'm sure it's fine, but I usually do a little extra if I'm shipping one of these boxes like this. It's already pretty late tonight. It's almost 10. And I have a special program at work tomorrow morning at 9. So I need to get this done tonight so I can get up early and go to work in the morning at my real job. Okay, let's mark on here, RFID. And put this out of the way. It's going to be pretty heavy. 10 pounds even. That's good. It's 20 by 15. This way is 9 inches. And what did I say? It's going to GZ. Okay, get that out of the way. All right, next up. This thing doesn't look like much, and it isn't really much. But on Facebook Marketplace, on the free section of Facebook, somebody was offering up I think I want this. They were offering up for free what's it called? Revo Revo Styler rotating hair. It's like a brush that rotates. It's an electric brush. And I think it's worth about $70. And the location on the Facebook listing was pretty close to me, so I contacted them, asked if I could come get it, and they said, sure, come get it. So I drove over there. It was about a 5-minute drive, picked it up, and came home. And then when I plugged it in, it wouldn't get a charge. It would not hold a charge. I couldn't get it to spin. So I was about to throw it in the garbage, chalk it up to a bad deal, and then I thought maybe the charging base will sell on its own. So I looked that up, and for sure it does. So they were selling for about $24. So I had this listed $24.99. Somebody offered me $21 today, so I took that deal, and we're going to ship it to them right now. So how long ago was that? Not too long ago. March 2nd, I picked this thing up, and it probably sat on the dining room table where I was testing it to see if it worked for a week before I got it listed. So not too long to sell this, just a month or two, month and a half. Got a couple of new tape guns. I've been using this 2-inch tape on a 3-inch gun. This is a big gun, so it's been causing me problems. At this church sale, I bought a bunch of stuff, and they had two tape guns for 50 cents a piece. And I don't know why, I just bought one of them. Revo. I just took one, and then the next weekend they were having the sale again, so I went back. Oh, come on. This is just barely over 1 pound, so I don't have a choice. I'm going to make it lighter. And I'm probably going to do that by... I'm going to push this down, and I'm going to just shorten the whole box. This is potentially a waste of time, but when you're just over the break point where the price goes up, if it seems like it's possible to get the weight down a little bit, then I feel like I have to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to try to get rid of a little bit of these flaps, and whoops, I gotta do these yet. Lower this, let's see, are we there? Now it's heavier. That's crazy. It's heavier than it was a second ago. This is what the guy was telling me to do. Instead of having flaps overlapping each other, that I should cut them down the middle every time, which in this case I will, because I'm saving a little bit of money, but typically that's just wasting time. How can this not be? Oh, there it is, 1 pound. Okay. So you have to weigh, like, what's more valuable, the money or the time that it takes to save the money. So how long did that take? 13 seconds, maybe? But anyway, it's down to 1 pound even now. So hopefully that will save me some money. This is 9, now it's 9 by 9 by what? 7? Cut 2 inches off. And this is going to LK. I think my marker is drying up. Okay, the final order of the night is down here. This is something I just listed today. It only had about, I don't know, I think it sold in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I wish I never even put it in here, but it's easy to get to. Okay, I just bought this yesterday. I told myself I'm not doing any more sourcing, but then I see a garage sale sign and I just got to stop. So I got this yesterday at a yard sale. It was $2. It's a Raising Cane's, the chicken finger restaurant. It's a staff sweatshirt. Somewhere on the sleeve it says fry cook, embroidered fry cook and cashier. So somebody probably used to work there and they don't work there anymore. And they sold me their sweatshirt. I knew this Cane's paraphernalia was popular. I know this restaurant's not my favorite restaurant. In fact, I don't like it very much at all, but it has sort of a cult following. And I do watch the Shed Flips YouTube channel. If I can remember to do it, I'll put a link to their channel. They do eBay selling and other kind of reselling. And they're down there around Baton Rouge, I think, where Raising Cane's is originally founded. So they seem to find a lot of Raising Cane's stuff. I see it on their videos. They sell that stuff all the time. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, I better buy it. It's probably worth selling. And apparently it was, because I paid $2 for it. I sold it for $32 in just about 2 hours, maybe less. And where's it going? It's going to North Carolina. Anyway, I bought one of these tape guns at that church sale, and then I was kicking myself for not buying the other one. Then I went back the next week, and then the second one was still there. So I was going to buy it, and one of the people who worked there was like, oh, I don't think that's for sale. I think they were just using it to tape up boxes. Like, well, it was here last week, and it has a 50-cent sticker on it. So I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be for sale. Anyway, I bought 2 of them, and now I have one for my 1-inch tape, and then this one right here has the tape with the fiberglass in it to keep it reinforced. Okay, marker, Cane's. 1 pound, 7 ounces. 13 by 11 by 3. And what did I say? LK. Okay, I'm going to cut the video, enter all of these dimensions and weights into the eBay bulk label purchasing page, and then I'll be right back and we'll go over the financial situation here, see how much money we made for each of these items and for the entire day. Okay, we're back. That's all done. I've got these 3 stacked labels on and ready to go. So let's look quickly at this spreadsheet. So the RFID scanner, I charged a little bit too little. I'm underweight on what I charged the buyer, so I paid a little more for shipping than they paid, but I still made $37.42 for that. I have 3 of those, so if I sell the others, we'll be doing pretty good. That little rotating brush charging base, $16.75 profit on that, and then the Raising Cane's sweatshirt, $29.06 profit. So today, for the total right now, is going to be, let's do a quick function, $83.23. So now we'll look at the entire year. Okay, right now for the month, I am $91.53 shy of how much money I made last May. So I need to get like if I could get that $300 sale to get paid for, that would set me up pretty. I would be over the amount that I need to be at to feel successful. But it's not the end of the world. It doesn't really mean anything if I don't quite meet that goal. It just makes me feel better if I do. So I'm like 4% away from where I need to be. So you won't see this until tomorrow. I do have one more day. Today's the 30th, so you got the 31st. We'll just keep our fingers crossed that we sell something else tonight. It's 10:12 now, so we have until 2 a.m. Something else could sell. It's not unheard of. It happens actually pretty often. And then Saturday, well, let's look at this. Saturday is not the most active day of all of these days, but hopefully we can sell $100 worth of stuff tomorrow, and it will make this month feel like a success. Okay, right now I'm gonna just request UPS to come and pick these packages up tomorrow. I typically drop them off in person on weekends, on Fridays and on Saturdays, USPS. But like I said, I'll be at work tomorrow, so I'm going to put in a request to have these 3 packages picked up tomorrow off the porch, and then hopefully tomorrow night we'll be back with a success story that we made enough money to celebrate the month of May, because so far this month hasn't had anything to celebrate. Okay, thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.